If I may direct everyone's attention to the screen.
25 years and life is still trying to get up that great big hill of hope for a destination. I realized quickly when I knew I should that the world is made up of this brotherhood of man, for whatever that means. And so I cry sometimes when I'm lying in bed, just to get it all out what's in my head. And I'm feeling a little peculiar. And so I wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I scream at the top of my lungs, what's going on? And I say, hey! What's going on? And I say, hey, 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 hey. I say, hey, what's going on? I try all the time in this institution, and I cry every day. Do I cry all the time for revolution. And so I cry sometimes when I'm lying in bed, just to get it all out what's in my head. And I'm feeling a little peculiar. And so I wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I scream at the top of my lungs, what's going on? And I say, what's going on? And I say, hey, 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 hey. I say, hey, what's going on? And I say, hey, step outside, take a deep breath and I get real high. I say, hey, what's going on? Say, hey, step outside, take a deep breath and I get real high. I say, what's going on? Years and my life is still trying to get up that great big hill of hope for a destination.
Okay, welcome to Sunday Assembly Atlanta. Yay! I'm hoping the people on Zoom are getting the picture and hearing me. I'm not sure. Hopefully you are. We believe, tell you what, I'm gonna look at that chat right there and see. Rich confirms that they can see the slide in here. Wow, I mean, for me, the big accomplishment this month is we've solved the problem of getting sound from the soundboard to the computer. There's a few little tricks to switch, but yeah, hopefully the people on Zoom can hear me a lot better than you have the last few months. When the band performs live, it'll be a little odd because not all the instruments are piped in through the soundboard. And when we play a video like that one, you'll probably have to turn your sound down a little bit because we can't equalize the two sounds. But anyway, thank everyone for coming here tonight, online or in person. We've got a lot of people here. Got a bunch of people online. If this clicker works, it's not going to work. Hold on. Sorry, Zoom was the active window. Oh, this computer stuff. Back in the good old days, we just like went to places and I don't know. Never mind. Anyway, welcome to Sunday Assembly. My name's Jared. I'll be embarrassing myself all evening on stage here. But Sunday Assembly, we are a secular community without deity, dogma, or doctrine. Our goal is to help everyone live better, help often, and wonder more in this one life we know you have. And we're so glad everyone is here. And our normal song and dance is we have a speaker on some topic. Tonight, the speaker is you. One section that we do that's been popular lately because we haven't seen each other in person for so long is we have the icebreaker where we have like some prompt question and everyone's going to sit down and talk. And the last few meetings I've had a hard time getting people to leave the icebreaker because they're enjoying the conversation so much. So this month we're just going to have a bunch of icebreakers on some different topics. Specifically, we're going to talk about the three aspects of our motto: live better, help often, wonder more. We're going to have three different kind of prompt questions, one related to each of those things. And online, I guess, just feel free to do. I can't see how many people there are, but I think there's like one good icebreaker. We can do longer icebreakers. Instead of 5 or 6 minutes, we can do a full 10 minutes if we need to on each one just to get thing out. But yeah, so online, we're going to call you one breakout room. We're not going to do breakout rooms. You're all just one breakout room to yourselves. In here, maybe we can do like 3 different groups, and we're just going to dive right in with our first question. We're doing them in reverse order. Okay, so we're going to start with wonder more. Oh, no, I'm sorry, I'm skipping ahead. We're going to start with Jamie doing a reading for us. This poem is Sway by Ada Limon. So we're going to invite her up here to read.
To continue that communication during the pandemic, and they wrote in poems. And so this is one of the poems from Limon to Diaz, and it's called Sway. What is it about words that make the world fit easier? Air and time. Since we last spoke, I've been better. I slept again once the pink moon moved off a little, put her pants back on, and let me be. Are you sleeping again? I'm home in the bluegrass now, one of the places my body feels at ease. I can't stop putting plants in the ground. There's a hunger in me, a need to watch something grow. A neighbor brought me 5 new hostas to plant along the fence line that shaded all afternoon. As I dug into the ground, making room around the maple, I found a bunch of wild strawberries flowering. I let them be, a heartberry, red like our rage, the red of your desert, your heart too. My neighbor and her wife bring me plants and chive pesto, and we let our dogs run under the fence to multiply their space. Small beasts running in more air. I have been alone a long time this year. She says when she looks at me, she is reminded of time. I didn't know what she meant, so she repeated, "When I see you, I become very aware of time." A grackle, now 2 in the vines. They are joining us there, too heavy for the young spring branches. My man is coming home today, driving 10 hours to be home, and by God, I will throw my body toward him, the way you wrote, "How is it that we know what we are?" Maybe this letter is to say, if it is red where you are, know there is also green. The serrated leaves of dandelion, lemon balm, purple sage, peppermint, a small plum tree by the shed. I don't know how to make medicine or cure what's scarring this planet, but I know that last night the train came roaring right as I needed it. I was alone and I was time, but the train made a noise so I would listen. I was standing so close, a body on a bridge, that I could feel how the air shifted to make room for the train. How it's easier if we become more like a body of air, branches, and make room for this red, charging thing that barrels through us. How afterward our leaves shake and stand straighter. And that's Sway. And thank you, Anna.
Okay, so we're going to jump, as long as I'm remembering my slideshow correctly, and it's stopped. Click on the screen once, and that should, there we go. Okay, Wonder More, our first icebreaker topic. Now we're going to break like into 3 random groups, and I'm going to, tonight, for everyone in the house, I'm going to ask you to try and switch around so you're in a different group with different people each time. So for Wonder More, my question is, what would you like to explore next in your life? This could be new skills, new ideas, new places to visit, new people to interact with. What horizon of your own would you like to expand? So go. Move us on to the next bit.
All right,
We
thanks.
have some great conversations. I know we did over there. But I'm going to ask Ray and Giselle to come up to the stage, and we're going to do a song. And when I say we, I mean we. Everyone at home, you can play along as much as you'd like. We can't hear you in here, so yeah. But all right, you can see, since we've come back, one thing we don't have available tonight is backup singers. Oh, look! Okay. We also don't have percussionists. Okay, so I'm gonna, when I say percussionist, I'm just gonna want you to clap. And I'm gonna clap to lead you so you'll know when to clap. It's a slow clap, it's easy, it's not anything complicated for this song. The chorus, am I coming out of there? Yeah, okay. You know what, I need to turn on Giselle, hang on. Okay, so before we do this, I'm going to teach. This song here is kind of a deep cut from a double album from 1986 by the Purple One. So I'm going to teach you the chorus so that when we get to the song, you can sing it with me and I don't have to worry about it. Now, we'll do a call and response right now so you'll learn the words and how it goes, and then when we sing the song, you'll just sing the chorus when it comes to it. Let's have some chords, Giselle. to stand up. You really can't sing while sitting down. My dad would object to anyone sitting down. Yeah, unless you have to. So, all right. So, sing after me. Starfish and starfish. No, where's my first note? Starfish and coffee, maple syrup and jam. Sing. Butterscotch clouds, tangerine, side order ham. If you set your mind free, baby, maybe you'll understand. Starfish and coffee, maple syrup and jam. Okay, easy, right? All right, so when that comes up on the screen, you're going to sing that, and I'm going to hand the clicker to Ross so that I can lead you in the percussion. All right. So, all right, we're just going to start off. I'm going to do the verse, then we'll do the chorus, and rinse and repeat. All right. It was 7:45, we were on the line to greet the teacher, Miss Kathleen. First was Kevin, then came Lucy, third in line was me. All of us were ordinary compared to Cynthia Rose. She always stood at the back of the line, a smile beneath her nose. Her favorite number was 20, and every single day, if you asked her what she had for breakfast, this is what she'd say. Starfish and coffee, maple syrup and jam, butterscotch clouds, tangerine, side order ham. If you set your mind free, baby, maybe you'll understand. Starfish and coffee, maple syrup and jam. Cynthia wore the prettiest dress with different color socks. Sometimes I wondered if the mates were in her lunchbox. Me and Lucy opened it when Cynthia wasn't around. Lucy cried, I almost died. You know what we found? Starfish and coffee, maple syrup and jam, butterscotch clouds, tangerine, side order ham. If you set your mind free, baby, maybe you'll understand. Starfish and coffee, maple syrup and jam. Oh. Mm-hmm. Starfish and coffee. Cynthia had a happy face, just like the one she'd draw on every wall in every school. But it's all right, it's for a worthy cause. Go on, Cynthia. I keep singing starfish and coffee, maple syrup and jam, butterscotch clouds, tangerine, side order ham. If you set your mind free, baby, maybe you'll understand. Starfish and coffee, maple syrup and jam. One more. Starfish and coffee, maple syrup and jam, butterscotch clouds, tangerine, side order ham. If you set your mind free, baby, maybe you'll understand. Starfish and coffee, maple syrup and jam. Thank y'all. All right, so now we're going to move into our second icebreaker. Hi, Russ and Karen. Just walked in. Just to let you know, we're doing a bunch of icebreakers and talking to people, switching up different groups. And the next question is going to touch on our help often theme. And we want to we always want to reach out and help people as an organization, as individuals, and we're always kind of thinking of what are ways to reach out in the community, make a more of a difference. And I thought I would ask, on an individual basis, what is more meaningful to you and why? Organized volunteer efforts or just random acts of kindness that you do for someone on the street? Which do you feel is more meaningful for you as a person, either doing the helping or receiving it? We'll break up into 3 groups or 3 or 4 groups different from the ones you were just in, we'll do about 10 minutes on that. Go. For
10.
playing along, I'm just going to talk over and rudely interrupt your conversations.
All right. I think we're done
Okay.
now. Thanks, everybody. That was a good discussion.
Okay, to give us a little break here before our next icebreaker. Give us a little break here for our next icebreaker. I found us what we call the moment of awe. In this one, this is a video essay / poem called "The Power of Communication" by Nicholas Pepe. Let me set this up. I just need to get it to work audio on Zoom. It'll take me half a second to get that set up correctly on my board, and we'll let this play. There we go.
Unmuting off.
Let me check, make sure the audio settings is good. It's retaining audio settings when we do that. So I didn't know. Okay.
Everything is communication. It starts with the synapses in our brain, our cells, blood, organs, and muscle movement, the taste of food on our taste buds, the feel of two hands holding, the view of a storm in the distance, the smell of steaming garbage during a New York summer on the side of the street, and the sounds of trumpets blowing in a jazz quartet. We go throughout our days communicating through body language, ideas, states of mind, whether we feel secure or not in who we are becoming. Our social media posts or lack of posts, or whether we are on social media or not, these are sending a message in themselves. Each action is a reaction or response to the way that we connect within ourselves. Our personal perception filters the way in which we share. Outer communication starts with the relationship that we have with ourselves. Inner breeds the outer. The outer is the product of the inner. Do we harm others when we speak? Do we hold their emotions dear to us like a cherished family member or friend? Do fear, greed, and anger taint our words and actions like an oil slick on the ocean surface, coating all that we express? We must first go inside, to the places where it begins to feel uncomfortable, unlikable, avoidable, shame-filled, and misunderstood. To the places where the abuser, the murderer of dreams, the judge, the thief, and the derelict live. The parts in us that we deem unfit to acknowledge. They are there, influencing our choices, our words, our body language, our emotions, and our connection with everything and everyone. That is exactly why there's hate in the world. The parts of us that are hated have been harmed, violated, and twisted so that others will pay for the pain that has been left unresolved. Like a child crying in the corner, forgotten, left alone, like a wound in your side that you have yet to treat, numbing the pain with Vicodin, but never taking the time to get it looked at so that it can return to the frequency in which it can heal. All the while, your spirit has been striving to be whole, amidst the pain, amidst the numbness, or the emotions that have been explained away with a lie. Your soul has been trying to communicate with you. And all avenues, no matter how beautiful, mundane, or challenging that come our way, are guiding us towards this. We need to redefine our communication, stop avoiding each other, stop using our phones as barriers to connect, to really understand that everything we do is communicating something. We can begin to infuse our interactions with purpose, path, and graciousness, create emotional dialogue with ourselves to see where we are out of balance. We must remind ourselves that the challenges we face communicate opportunities to remind us what we were born here for in the first place, and that is greatness.
Yeah. Online, you probably couldn't see. I like ran up the stage and like backed up and had to hit a button and come back. Okay. Our last icebreaker tonight. Our last icebreaker before we all leave out of here and go get pizza at Fellini's, which I highly encourage you to do. Save the big one for last here. This is live better. And the big question is, what do you value most in life? What activities, experiences, or relationships do you live for? It's a big one to answer, but I bet something popped into your head as soon as I say that. So let's think about that for a second, whether you want to admit it or not. And let's form up some groups and chat about this for about 10 minutes. Conversations
Thanks,
we've been
y'all.
having all night. I was wondering whether or not this kind of assembly was going to work, and I think, I don't know, I think it's worked out for me. I hope it's worked out for everyone else. We're going to move on to the Life Happens segment, and I want to apologize for everyone on Zoom. I don't think it didn't occur to us at all to do the Life Happens link on the Zoom people, so I really regret not extending that to everyone online. We'll try to do that better next month. But I'm going to invite Andy up here, and Andy, if you want, there's a mic here on the floor if that's easier for you. And to just let everyone in the house know how we do this, if you haven't seen this before, Life Happens is where we share little bits of our lives been going on that we don't necessarily get to connect with everyone. Some things are happy, some things are, well, Andy, you can explain that. Why am I stepping on your thing? Here's Andy.
It's all good, Jared. Thank you. Yeah, like Jared was saying, our life happens. Thank you. Thank you, Ross. Yeah, at the welcome table, you may have seen our Life Happens box, and I think we stole this from Sunday Assembly Portland. Thank you. Sunday Assembly somewhere else, and it's an opportunity for us to kind of note, like Jared said, a particularly good or maybe particularly bad thing that is going on for us this week, month, whatever, so that we can share it at this time, because there's a lot of us, which is nice. But so sometimes we don't have a chance to interact with each other directly. So yeah, so it's up at the welcome table, and you can fill it in. I think we try to do it online sometimes. So if you missed it this month, catch us next month. And I'll read them now. The first card, oh, and they can be anonymous too. If maybe something is a little too sensitive that you don't want to put your name to, that's fine also. What's that? This first card is from Jared, who says, I spent a week in Aruba and have now established that I enjoy visiting other places, but I hate the process of getting there and back. Oh, I totally forgot. So yes, claps for good stuff and snaps for maybe less good stuff. So this is a mix, I think, right? So yes. Thank you, Jared. This next one is from Giselle, who says, as I know there are many opinions on this, the Queen's passing did touch me. It came a couple days after my mom and I had a long conversation about the royal family. As I said, I was touched by her passing. To me, she always showed a positive, peaceful example, definitely an example of compassion, at least publicly. She is what I'm thinking about as the band plays Fragile today. This one is from Trey, who says, had to engage with a friend in the midst of a mental health crisis this last week, and it was very difficult. I appreciate the support of other community members, but am all the more frustrated with the state of our healthcare system. This one is from me, and I said, I was looking forward to going to an event with a lot of friends, and as the number committing to go continued to decline, the event was postponed and moved to a location more convenient for more people. I felt hurt, like I was about to play on the middle school kickball team, but the game was moved to another country, so players better than me could participate. I shared my feelings about this with those who made the decision and didn't really feel heard, so my feelings about this are still floating around. This next card is from Ashley, who says, I've been really struggling with some family conflict. It has challenged me to dig deep into many years of coaching and therapy. And while it is super hard, I'm grateful for the help I've had, past and present, to become more present to life and to myself. I have the skills to navigate challenge. We can snap too if you want, Ashley. This next one is from Ross, who says, I'll be releasing the app I've been working on for over 6 months in a few weeks, exclamation point. I'm excited and of course anxious. I hope I've made something useful. This one is from Margaret, who says, my niece is 2 years cancer-free. And this one is from Jamie, who says, I was invited to audition to voice another animated project by a friend of a friend. I'm so excited. And there's a nice smiley face too. Lots of cards today. This is awesome. After 2 years, this is from Barrett, who says, after 2 years at my job, I now have a new, even better one. And I think, yeah, this is our last one from Emily, who says, I took a long walk on a path I've never taken with my dog. Thank you.
Okay, well, thank you, Andy. Thank you, everyone, for giving the Life Happens cards, filling that out. Next thing we're going to move on to is a thing we tried a few months ago. We're going to pull this back out. Part of the mission of Sunday Assembly Atlanta, of course, is to get us together, but also is to kind of create some of the structure that secular societies kind of lack. And one form of structure that's elsewhere in society is ritual. So we're going to do what we call the ritual to roll back hate. Now the band is about to do a song about this kind of a meditation on the fragility of human existence. And I know it seems, if you watch the news, if you just, even a human being walking around today, that the contentiousness of our society is just accelerating and just, and we want to do something, we want to reach out. And we have to be mindful that the only thing we can control is our own thoughts and our own actions. And so what I'm asking everyone to do while the band plays here is just meditate and think about ways that you've just experienced this kind of conflict and hate out in the world in your life. And if there's anything that if there's any way that you can feel that you can address it by thought, by action, whether it's like something that's happening out there or something going on within yourself that you feel to be adjusted. And if you just sit with that, think about it, and if you find something that's meaningful to you, I would invite you to come up to the table right here. There's a bunch of little tea candles there, and there's a lighter. Just if you would at any point in the song, feel free to come up, and if something occurs to you that's meaningful to you, just touch it. We'll just use that and light one of the candles. So let me get the band up here, and we'll start this. Still thinking. Give us a sec. If blood will flow when flesh and steel are one, drying in the color of the evening sun, tomorrow's rain will wash the stains away, but something in our mind will always stay. Perhaps this final act was meant to clinch a lifetime's argument, that nothing comes from violence, and nothing ever could, for all us born beneath an angry star, lest we forget how fragile we are. On and on the rain will fall like tears from a star, like tears from a star. On and on the rain will say how fragile we are, how fragile we are. On and on the rain will fall like tears from a star, like tears from a star. On and on the rain will say how fragile we are, how fragile we are, how fragile we are, how fragile we are. Thank you, everyone, for participating in that. Special thanks to Giselle for that piece. That was fantastic. All right, we're coming towards the end of the evening tonight. I just want to remind you, as I always do, that we are a 501c3 organization, and that any donation to us is tax deductible. If you just go to sundayassemblyatlanta.org/donate, you'll see various methods to give if you'd like. And as I've been saying all year long, we appreciate any monetary donations. We also appreciate donations of time and effort. Specifically tonight, we've messed around Sundays. Tonight we've made use of First Existentialist's room, and we've kind of messed around their chairs quite a bit. So we'd like to leave the room in kind of the condition we found it. So if everyone could help me put these chairs back in place, it'll be awesome tonight. Thank you. Stuff's coming up. We've got a bunch of little other activities and groups that happen throughout the month. The Feminist Book Club has been reading 7.5 lessons about the brain. This month on September 24th, they're going to be covering lessons number 6 and 7. I guess this is 0.5, like a coda to the rest. Ashley? I said, right now you're reading lessons 6 and 7 from 7.5 lessons about the brain. So that the half a lesson, is that hold on to the next month, or? Oh, okay. Got it, okay. So so anyone who's, I believe this is a group for women only, correct? Okay. Okay, so for everyone online, they have changed the time of this for schedules. It's now an evening thing instead of a morning where it used to be. Just this one. Okay, so it's regularly going to be like 11 a.m., I think, is the time on a Saturday morning. And at this meeting coming up, they will pick the next book to read. So that's just, that's great. So yeah, please come along to that and see what goes on. Coffee Talk. Ross has been putting on coffee talks, and we've been moving them around. I guess the home coffee talk is the one at Dancing Goats, Pont City, but we've been doing these like around the area to try and just have chances for people to meet and talk. So our next one is actually going to be September 25th, 10 a.m. at the Sweet Hut Bakery in Marietta. Anyone who has not been to Sweet Hut, you need to go to Sweet Hut. Believe me on this. It is a Vietnamese bakery chain. Korean Vietnamese. It's not. It's good. It's good. Go. And plus, it's just a great chance to have conversation, talk. And of course, we'll have it here at the Dancing Goats at Pont City Market. I say here, that's over there. October 2nd, Sunday, 10 a.m. Another thing that is tangential to Sunday Assembly, we kind of cooperate them and direct people there, is the virtual documentary nights. They're having 2 of them this month. There's a documentary called The Gig Is Up, and another one called Flint's Deadly Water. Now these are online, and it's a discussion about the documentary. So the presumption is you watch the documentary on your own. Then if you go to Meetup, you'll find that when and where and how people are going to meet to discuss the documentary after you've watched it. But it's a cool way to have a discussion about a specific topic and a specific thing you watched. So here's 2 more coming up. One's on September 18th and one's on October 2nd. And I think the Meetup page might direct you to where you can view the video, where it's available, I hope. Okay. Another thing coming up this next Sunday, you can join the band. We meet at Trey's house. And if you have any musical inclinations at all, you don't have to be good. You don't have to know how to play. Just come out here, just come over to Trey's house and make noise with us. We'd love it. I'd love some more people on the microphone, so I'm not hitting all the high notes. But yeah, in fact, this week, if you're at all interested in the band, let me know, and I'll get you on the Slack channel so we're gonna start discussing songs to do next month. Speaking of next month, our speaker in October is going to be Sharon Rachel, who's a researcher on gender equity issues, and she's going to be speaking to us on the topic of gender equity in healthcare. And she's got, I sat down and talked with her like what kind of direction she could go in the talk, and she's got a lot to say on this subject, so it's going to be really, really cool. So I highly encourage everyone to come back for that. That's October 16th, 5:30 p.m. right here at First E and online at Zoom. And of course, I have no way to communicate, I have no way to hear back from the Zoom people right this moment, but I hope everyone on Zoom has been having a much more rewarding experience this month than the last few months, because I hope we've been able to get the sound balance and everything so you can hopefully understand what we're saying up here. So if that's been the experience, good. If not, please let me know, and we'll try to fine tune it even more in the future. But we're going to get there. We want to be able to reach everybody with this. All right, so we're going to do a song, It's a song that we've done repeatedly over the years. So if you're like a long-term member, you've heard us do this song many times before. If you're new, it's easy to learn. So I'm going to encourage everyone to get up. And like I said, we do need a percussion section. And this one's going to be a little more complicated. So I'm going to pass the clicker to Ross because I'm going to have to lead you in the percussion. As with The Life Happens, the percussion on this one is either going to be snaps or claps, depending on the verse of the song. And there's going to be one, so we're going to start off with snaps, we're going to switch to claps, we're going to go back to snaps, then we're going to switch to claps. Then when you see me do this, it means stop making percussion noises, and then we'll start clapping again. Okay, so snaps, claps, I'm going to stop you. Watch me, I'll be doing it, watch me for cues, and it'll make sense, and with the flow of the song. So this is an old song. This is the version done by Lighthouse Family. It's called Free. Are we all capoed correctly? Okay. I knew how it would feel to be free. I wish I could break all the chains holding me. And I wish I could say all the things that I should say. Say 'em loud, say 'em clear, for the whole wide world to hear. I wish I could share all the love that's in my heart. Remove all the bars that keep us apart. And I wish you could know how it is to be me. Then you'd see and agree that everyone should be free. I wish I could be like a bird in the sky. How sweet it would be if I found I could fly. Well, I'd soar to the sun and look down at the sea, and I'd sing 'cause I know how it feels to be free. I wish I knew how it would feel to be free. I wish I could break all the chains holding me, and I wish I could say all the things that I want to say. Say 'em loud, say 'em clear, for the whole wide world to hear. Say 'em loud, say 'em clear, for the whole wide world to hear. Say 'em loud, say 'em clear, for the whole wide world to hear. One love, one blood, one life. You got to do what you should. One life with each other, sisters, brothers. One love, but we're not the same. We got to carry each other, carry each other. Oh, one, oh, one. free. Thank y'all. Thank you so much to the band. Thank everyone for coming out here. That's it for tonight. We got one more time, and we got. Oh well, you lost it. Oh well, it's just the ending slide. Anyway, I want to thank everyone for coming out tonight. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it was a good experience. I hope you can come next month and come to some of our events during the month. After we clean up and get out of here, we're going to go down to Fellini's Pizza, which you go out these doors, you turn right down to whatever this main street is. You turn left on McClendon, and then about like a block and a half down or whatever on the left is Fellini's Pizza. There's parking in the back. There's a big outdoors table. We just need to like muscle out anyone who's already sitting there. And we can just keep the party going. But I want to thank y'all for coming out, and I hope to see you again. Thank you.
Oh, I need that one. Thank you.
Thanks for coming, everybody. I'm gonna say goodbye. And this is muted, so if you said nice things, I couldn't hear it. Bye-bye.
I get to do this the whole time. Almost the whole time. It's progress.